Let's do homework exercise number 16 from section 8.4. Problem states you deposit $4,000 in an account that pays 8% compounded semi-annually. After 2 years, the interest rate is increased to 8.08 and compounded quarterly. What will be the value in the account after 4 years? Well, you have to break up the investment. You have to get the amount after 2 years because it's compounded semi-annually at 8%. Then it switches. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the amount after 2 years, or for the first 2 years, okay, we've got that the amount is going to be the principal, which is $4,000, okay, and then then it's 1 plus interest rate is 0.08, compounded semi-annually is 2 years, and the n is 2, and the number of years is 2. So we got to get our balance after 2 years. Then we will use that value as the principal for the next 2 years, okay? So you got to split up the problem into parts. The first part is for the first 2 years, it's semi-annually, okay? So we'll go ahead and do that, get that balance. So we've got 4,000 times 1 plus the rate is 0.08 divided by 2, semi-annually n is 2, and it's raised to the 2, n is 2, and also it's 2 years. So the time is 2 years, and we get a balance of $4,679.43. Now, $4,679.43 to the nearest penny. Now, since we round in the nearest dollar, but that's the last value. We'll keep the decimals to make it more accurate. So what we're going to do now is, we're going to do the second 2 years, okay? So now the amount is going to be what? The original principal is what we had after 2 years, which is this 4679.43 times 1 plus, now the interest rate is what? 0.0808, right? It goes up to 8.08%. So move it over 2 places. And now it's compounded quarterly, so it's divided by 4. And it's raised to the 4 times 2 years. Okay, remember, it's the total value is after 4 years, but we already did 2 years. So there's only 2 years remaining. So now this formula will finally give us our amount. That is the value after 4 years. This is the second 2 years. Okay? So again, the second 2 years, we're starting out with a principal of 4679.43. We'll keep the cents to be accurate. And then the formula is 1 plus the rate, which is now 0.0808, right? It goes up to 8.8%. It's now quarterly, so it's divided by 4. It's raised to the n is 4, and it's the last 2 years, so the amount of time is 2 years. So there's our formula. So now the future amount after 4 years to the nearest dollar, $5,491.30, we would keep it at $5,491. And that is indeed our correct answer, okay? So we had to split up the problem into 2 parts. Okay, parents wish to have $130,000 available for a child's education. The child is now 4 years old. The money how much must be set aside 6% compounded semi-annually to meet their financial goal when the child is 18. Now, how much money must be set aside today? So we want the present value. So remember, when you solve, this is the formula, when you solve for P, you get the future value divided by 1 plus r over n raised to the n times t power. Okay? So how much you need to invest today is P. They want 130,000, so that's our future value, divided by 1 plus the rate, 6% as a decimal, 0.06, divided by 2, and raised, now be careful, the child, when the child is 18, but it is now 4 years old. So we've got 14 years of the investment, right? Because they started when they're 4, not at their birth. So 18 to 4 is 14 years. So again, N is 2 for compounded semi-annually, and we have 14 years. So the exponent is 2 times 14. Okay? So if we put that into the calculator again, I'm just may go ahead and put it in as a fraction so you can see it easier. All right. If I finally can get a fraction. All right, so the numerator's 130,000. The denominator is the quantity, left paren, 1 plus the rate, 0.06, divided by 2 semi-annually, and then right paren, exponent, and it's 2 times, remember, 14 years, because the child is 4 and they're going to 18. And then a right paren, and then they need to set aside, and again, round up. So round up will be $56,820, right? Rounding $19.97 up would make it 556. Oops, I put in the wrong order. $56,820. All right, very good. Okay, we're going to stop this session at problem number 17. If you have any questions, send me an email at tswerves@hodges.edu, tswiersz, or call me at 239-938-7805. Thank you.